feels like a relic of yesteryear when a rivalry is built on tainted water. But as these fans know, the Little Brown Jug history is a long one, and when it's on the line, everyone is thirsty for a sip of victory. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wolverines offense takes the field for the first time today. The Gophers put up quite a fight for the Jug last year, but it was the Wolverines pulling out a close one.
And that's not a surprise. Michigan dominates this series, and they own the Little Brown Jug. You might as well put Wolverines on it as much as they've won it. They need to make sure they set the tone early. Don't give Minnesota life. Show their dominance early in this football game.
You know, you had to wonder last year if a lot of those players at Michigan maybe weren't thinking about, you know, the rivalries with Penn State and Michigan State and obviously Ohio State at the end of the year. Minnesota is not a program you can overlook, though, because they are tough and they are scrappy, and they're coming for that Little Brown Jug.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up.
Breaks into the open. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Trying to march in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Minnesota's offense has the ball for the first time. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw, it's Gulbranson. Fires to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Oh, he's got some space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Glenn. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Gophers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll run it again. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. The sure hands. It's Bell. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Gets it out fast. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
Pass interference.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Snagged out of the air. And he's dragged down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of the...
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
Got it in the middle. It's Hayes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Still deep in their own territory. 2nd and 6 from the 15. Looking downfield, it's Gulbranson. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. Just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
Grab near the sticks. It's Perry. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. In the lore of the little brown jug, guys, it originally was just a water jug that Michigan wanted back, and Minnesota told them, well, come win it if you want it so badly.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's not the most expensive-looking trophy out there for sure, but it was important. I mean, it was helping hydrate people back in the day, David, so, you know, you get points for that.
Not expensive, but you know what? Anything that drives the hate between people and the animosity, sign me up, bro. And so we got to play for it. It means something, and people argued about it. Little brown jug me.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the grab right down the middle. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
To the air, it's Gulbranson. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with third and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Hold,
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Field goal is good. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Texas Tech was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Graham Harrell and Michael Crabtree used to deliver in that memorable 11-win season of 2008. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Going to swing it on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Under fire. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
The Minnesota. Is headed back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Gulbranson. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some...
Gets away from one. He's got space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
Quickly to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo. A lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Looking down the middle. Complete to the right. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Gulbranson. Hauls it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that left.
Touchdown, Minnesota! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Ready to try the point after. puts them up by a field goal. A 70-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. This rivalry dates back to 1892, but it was in 1903 that fielding Hurry-Up Yost was worried that Minnesota would contaminate his water supply, hence the start of the Little Brown Jug.
How about that, man? A little tampering back then. You're gonna fix the game, mess with my players, and I think all those things. It's really cool to learn the backdrops, Jesse, of rivalries and how things are named the way they are, and why the hatred usually runs so deep.
And you know what's interesting is a lot of these players on the field right now, they probably don't have any idea of the history and how interesting that is. All they care about is adding another trophy to the trophy case, and they want the Little Brown Jug in that box.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The give to the tailback. Hard running there. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's Gulbranson. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot.
Turning it on! He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Running into the open space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in a running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And the Golden Gophers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Here's the handoff. And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And now on second down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Oh, the attempt is no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Let's see what they've got on second down. To the air, it's Underwood. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Tripped up for the tackle.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Catch in the middle, it's Bell. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They boot it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, third and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on first and second or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. The Golden Gophers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. So here comes the Michigan offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Backed up now, here's second and long. To the air, it's Underwood. Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. Offense in a bunch formation. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
This offense just hasn't found its rhythm in the second half. First half, they kind of got a little something cooking, put some points up. Here in the second half, after halftime, they got the punt, they give up a sack. They've got to get something positive to build some momentum for their squad.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Rush is on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Underwood. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz. But because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Steps away. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Fleming. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. He's looking downfield to throw. Now improvising. Running to Green. There he goes. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge 3rd down conversion for this offense.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. And the Wolverines are on the move. Gives it on the option. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Now on second down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Ward. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick. Down here on the goal-to-go situation, they break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Back's got it.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got fourth, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal, or do you go for it?
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead.
I mean, fourth and goal, and what does he do? He makes plays. This is why quarterbacks with this kind of athletic ability are so hard to stop. Big-time money down on fourth down, and the quarterback makes the play for him.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming every angle. Everybody's coming. They've got to me the whole day. Can somebody please get my back?
Snagged in the middle. It's Glenn. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Steps away to find some room. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. They'll give it to the back. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll send out the kicker here. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Wuerffel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee. So don't rule anything out here today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Missouri. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Now on 1st down from the 30. Back to throw. It's Gulbranson. Got his man in the middle. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. This trophy has been around forever, the oldest in the FBS, and for much of that time it has been controlled by Michigan. And once again, it is the Wolverines taking the little brown jug away from Minnesota. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Powell.